Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for a re-review for another Falling in Reverse re-review. This is going to come out like Sunday morning sometime, so definitely tune in to this re-review. I will have some track re-reviews for their previous songs leading up to the newest tracks in due time. I just want to give my 2 cents on those tracks at a later date, so definitely expect that to happen soon for Falling in Reverse track re-reviews for certain songs I reviewed back in the day. So this is for Falling in Reverse Coming Home for this re-review for this album, the 2017 album I wanted to re-review, and I'm including Carry On in this re-review because apparently this is on the B-side to the album itself, so after the deluxe edition track. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this 56-minute album total, which consists of a total of 14 tracks. Technically 13, but 14. I'm going to include the newest track. So I'll let you know my thoughts on Falling in Reverse Coming Home for this re-review, so let's dive into this re-review. Now, pretty much the first track is called Coming Home. Some of the lyrics are okay. They're not great lyricism because the opening part of the song is just kind of cringy. There are some lyrics, and yeah, it's for this album I'm reviewing, and I told you I had it, of course, because I still want to get rid of those albums, but I don't know who the fuck will buy them. So I'm pretty much at a rock and a hard place with that shit. Coming Home is a solid track, like I said. It's not the worst song, but there are some production problems and mixing problems with the track. And Ronnie Radke's singing is okay. It's not great. So 4.5 out of 5. It's one of the strong tracks, but it's not a great song. It just has its hits and misses with certain execution flaws with the track. Broken is the next song, and that's another solid one. I don't really hate this one, per se, but I just think it's, So, 4.5 out of 5. Some of the lyrics have its hits and misses, and how Ronnie Radke singing it can be iffy. It does seem a little juvenile-ish, anthemic, or for the unpopular crowd kind of stuff, but the next song is probably going to be the one that I have a big issue with. So 4.5 out of 5. Loser is the song I was going to mention that I have a big issue with. This song is so corny. Lyricism is pretty bad. The lyrics are just god-awful, and I just can't stand this track for how it sounds. I mean, the drum work and guitar work and the melody is okay, but my biggest gripe with this song is the lyrics. So 2.5 out of 5 for this track, and Ronnie Radke's just sounding so immature in this song. Then comes Fuck You and All Your Friends, and that's another immature track that's basically telling people they hate to say fuck you and then all your friends too. And it's like, real mature of you, Ronnie Radke. Just proves you're a fucking asshole singing a track like this. So F you big time, and your friends too. So how about that? Pretty much, if he wants to play this childish game, karma's a bitch, motherfucker. So what you say when you're pointing fingers at someone, there are 4 more pointing back at you. So basically, it's a saying or whatever. So pretty much 2.5 out of 5 for Fuck You and All Your Friends. The song is such garbage, and the immaturity with this track and the juvenile-ish behavior from Ronnie Radke is just, he's just so childish in this song. So the next track is I Hate Everyone, and that just proves what the title is about. It's a garbage listenable song. It's not listenable, it's just non-listenable because the lyrics say it all with how he's singing about the track. He said, I had a bad day once again, and I'm blaming everyone for my bad day. And I'm like, seriously? Like, you make a fucking song about this. Real mature. So 2.2 out of 5 for I Hate Everyone. I just don't like the song, to be honest. I'm Bad at Life is a really bad one. The lyrics are kind of cringy and somewhat predatory at times with how the song is sounding. And he says they think I suck, but I don't give a fuck. Lyric, it's just like, this dude is a serious asshole and a pedophile too. So basically 2 out of 5 for I'm Bad at Life. Hanging On is another, just, it tries to be something, but it fails in the worst way possible. So 2.5 out of 5. The lyrics are hit or miss, but the overall track, as with the instrumentation and the melody, is okay. But my biggest gripe, like I said, is the lyrics. So 2.5 out of 5. Superhero is average. It's not great, but it's average. And sorry about the background noise. That's my nephew, I guess, going to the bathroom or whatever. I don't know. He's just throwing a tantrum mostly. Basically, Superhero's getting a 3.5 out of 5. Not really hating it, but I'm just in the middle with this track. Straight to Hell is a decent song. I just think some lyrics are okay, but the overall execution to this track has its hits and misses, so 4 out of 5. I Don't Mind is an average track. It just doesn't interest me, this song. I just think it's not the worst track, but it's average, so 3.5 out of 5. Got really not much to say about this song. Then comes the final track for the regular edition, which I think was a good closing track to the regular edition. The Departure. I think this track is pretty good, in my opinion. I wouldn't say every lyric is great, but it sounds a little contradictory at times with, and I'm on the fence, and I walk the sign, and I'm on the fence between right and wrong. It's the same old thing. Round and round I go, somebody set me free lyrics. The lyrics are iffy. I wouldn't say they're great, but I think the overall melody and the track sounds pretty good. So I'd give this a 4.5 out of 5. It's solid. It's not great, but there are some lyrics that are questionable with this song. Right Now is one of the worst things I've heard. Sorry about the background noise. My nephew's is complaining a lot. 1.5 out of 5 for this track. Right Now is not really my favorite track, but it has its hits and misses. Well, mostly misses, because how Ronnie Radke's singing the track is just cringe, and the lyrics are cringe, and this overall song is garbage and non-listenable. It's a skip for me, so 1.5 out of 5. Paparazzi is a bad song. It's worse than the last track. It just proves how Ronnie Radke is being a douchebag in this track, and singing about very immature topics in this track. And it just doesn't interest me, this song. This song is crap. 100% crap. So 1 out of 5. Carry On is the final track for the B-side version to the Coming Home album, and I think it's pretty good. I mean, there's some lyrics that are questionable at times, but I think the overall track as a whole is fairly good. So 4.5 out of 5. Don't hate this track. I think it's one of the strong tracks for this album. Along with The Departure, Broken, and Coming Home. Those tracks are probably the only ones I'd really listen to, and Straight to Hell as well. But this overall album has its problems. So, pretty much production, mixing, and execution-wise, I think Coming Home for this re-review was very bad. It was worse than the last album. Just like you, it's not as bad as the other albums, but pretty much all of Falling in Reverse's albums are garbage, in my opinion. So if I were to give this album an overall score for this re-review, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. Fuck this album. It is not good. I only like 5 tracks out of 14 songs. what does that tell you? This album is not very good. And sorry about the background noise. My nephew is throwing a temper tantrum. Is terrible twos kind of thing. So he's being a pain. Yeah, 4 out of 10 for Falling in Reverse Coming Home. This will be a premiere video, just so you know, sometime in the morning, like 10 a.m. or something like that. So definitely tune into this review tomorrow morning. And I hope you enjoyed this Coming Home re-review. I'm sorry about the background noise. It's just my nephew's throwing a fit and all that. So, and it's just background noise mostly. That might be a problem for this video. But I don't know if it's going to be a problem or not. It's just background noise mostly. Pretty much, thank you guys for watching this re-review. And I will be doing track re-reviews for their previous songs that I did give good ratings. And I will re-listen to them again for Losing My Mind, Losing My Life, Drugs, all those other tracks. So definitely stay tuned for those re-reviews for those tracks. And I'll see you in my next review.